Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Saint Artist, and we're gonna play with Demi. Okay, I was challenged. I know they said, I know you have your system and your process, but could you try Demi? Yes, I can. So this is gonna be a look into what it's like when you get Demi and you don't know what you're doing and you're gonna try it. That's what this is. So we're gonna be patient with me and we're gonna be kind, give grace, and we're gonna do this together, okay? So here's the deal with Demi. It was never intended to be used with your 3D. Is it? Used with our 3D cream-based foundation. It is. Not intended to be. It was intended to be a standalone product where you just go and find the distractions and you fix them, and then you can go essentially out with a no makeup. So for me, my darkness under my eyes are key. My current blemishes are key. And then this is my biggest area of concern is my cheeks and right here on my crease. So the thing is I used to have cystic acne, which left me with all this scarring. And then I also, of course, I've got stuff, okay guys, I've got stuff. So we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna play with all of my Demi colors. These are all of the available here to stay colors. All right, this right here is a gloss. They have a gloss that's staying, I believe, and then there's a balm, and sometimes it comes in stock. It's limited edition, and it is awesome. And I'm sad that it's leaving. Okay, I'm gonna use two brushes. I'm looking at my computer. This is the bright brush. This has a little bit bigger. This is the spot brush. These are the two I'm gonna use. So it's just a little bigger. The spot brush is great for getting like my little broken capillaries, these little areas. I like this brush for the bigger end for my under eyes. This will be great for around my nose and just sweeping. And then they both have a nice fluffy end, and that's purely for blending. We don't add product to it. We just blend it out. Okay, so I'm gonna do my under eyes first because I know my under eyes are Y01. Okay, everybody's colors are going to be different, so a proper color match is key. And while I don't know everything about Demi, I have women on my team who are really good at Demi, so if you send me a picture, I can help you, I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna use Y01, and it's this color right here. It looks nothing. Demi is not meant to be looked at skin tone. We're not looking to match what's around it. We're here to correct what's on it. And so it's color science. You're taking this color and mixing it with the color of your skin. It neutralizes. All right. So I'm going to take the small end of the bright brush and I'm going to go into Y01, and I'm just going to tap this on and put some on. And here we go. We're going to tap this right here on this inner part of my eye. I get very dark right up here and then down my trough and right into my inner corner. I'm gonna flip it to the fluffy end, and I'm just gonna tap it and blend it out. And it just brightens everything up. If you need to add more, we just touch up into this trough here. Use that fluffy end to just fluff it out. And do you see that? This is now I'm neutral city. We all know that. I like my makeup to look like makeup, but neutral. I don't go crazy, you know, like some of those people that they're beautiful looks. It's just not my everyday look. I'm a mom. I do carpool lanes. I walk my kid to class. I'm going to the grocery store. It's not glitters and purples and anyway. All right, I feel like I want to do one side to the next just to see. So I have a broken capillary. I'm going to switch to the spot brush. So my broken capillary is bright red. So I am going to be using this green color. All right, this green color right here. It's like a GY on the spot brush. And I am going to just dot that broken capillary like that. And then I tap it away. A little bit next to it, tap it away. I'm gonna go into Y01. And I'm gonna go around it where it's lighter, and I'm gonna tap it out. And it's gone, just like that. It's gone. Okay, so I have redness right here. I'm gonna use the bright brush. Come on guys, I keep a cleaning tile in with my Demi. Super important because it really picks up. Okay, I'm gonna go back into, I think it's GY. Yes, GY1. We're gonna tap into this, okay? It just needs to look like you have dust. And we're gonna go into this redness right here, and I'm just going to lightly sweep this into the crease of my nose and down. I have broken capillaries here, but look at how it just disappears. And it doesn't create a pigmentation over it. It lives with your skin. You can go and buy those green sticks. That's too thick. This just is so good. Okay, so we're gonna focus on the parts that are really distracting. I have a spot here. We're gonna grab this guy, the spot brush. That one I know. We're gonna grab the spot brush, clean it off on the cleaning tile here. And I'm gonna see this one and I see some bright red. So we're gonna grab a little bit of that GY1. And again, this is where it gets a little tricky, I think. We are going to go right on the brightest red, not on the lighter reds, and then we're gonna tap it out. Okay, then I'm gonna go into, which one is this? This is OR1, so it has more orange and a red, so that's how you can read it. O is orange, R is red, G is green, Y is yellow. The numbers are levels, so if it's very light, you're staying in the ones. I live in the 1 family, these are very dark. So this one is, oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to grab this color up and it's ticking on these. So this right here is 05, and that's a very deep color, whereas this one is an 07. So for deeper skin tones, those will work. Okay, so I am gonna go right here, and again, what color was this? I don't have them memorized. OR1. We're gonna dip into OR1, and I'm gonna take and go around that red spot where I had just put that GY, and I'm gonna tap it out, and it's gone, okay? I have some very lightness here. I'm going to take that OR over it. I'm going to tap it. Right here, it's kind of the same. Taking that GY, we're going to get the darkest point. We're going to tap it out. This red one, tapping it, tapping it. Okay, this right here, this is like a mix of a broken capillary and some, yeah. Using that GY, tapping it out. Okay, I'm just going through mainly with GY on my scarring because it is pretty red. What's nice about my scarring is it's not indenting, and I'm just gonna go over some of these dark spots on my face, and we're just gonna sweep a little amount over them. So we're gonna tap, 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 tap. Okay, I have a little, it's almost like a freckle. So I am gonna go into, I believe this is R1. We have some edits coming available. It's all about finding out what you're wanting. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of R1, teeniest bit, I mean, look at that. And I'm just gonna go over that freckle and I'm gonna tap it out. We're gonna tap, tap, tap over these darker muddy spots, okay? If it looks kind of muddy, grab an R1, because it could be melasma, it could be a freckle, it could be whatever. And I just have these little spots. And when you take care of the bigger, like, look at how it's just clearing it right up. I have a little bit right here. So I'm going to take, you guys, the bright brush on this big end. And I am going to go into that R1 and I am just going to lightly sweep this over the overall redness. And I'm just tapping it so it looks like it's dusty on it. And I'm just sweeping that over everything. And look, it's good stuff, but that GY is so good if you have redness. So I'm gonna take this GY and I'm gonna go right up in here where I have excess redness just shining through, right here on my chin. And it just mutes it down. GY mutes it down. And once you figure out your spots and what's bothering you, it's very, very easy to just go in and zip zap them, and it's a good 5 minutes of sweeping. Because look, now I look great. This was fun. Okay. Going into Y01 again, and we are going to go into this. I get very dark on this inner part. Again, up in here. I'm using the spot brush this time, just, I don't know why. Pulling this down into that trough, flipping it, and we're going to blend it. I really like Y01 on my under eyes. Now, again, everybody's different. There's some people who are O1, OR, everyone's different, but it's just so nice to get that little bit of brightness with it. Okay, sometimes this is my trickiest side. So I'm gonna get my little pimple guy right here. So it's very fiery red. If it's fiery red, it's red. If it's like a dark red, it's more like a purple blue. So red going over this, just the red spot, not going into the lighter red, and then tap it out. And what's nice is it doesn't texturize the spot. It's raised. I'm going to go into OR1, which is this guy right here, OR1. It's very peachy. We're going to grab a little bit. We're going to go around it just to get that outer line redness. And then we just tap it down and out. And look at that. It's just gone. Okay, we're going to take the bright brush going in to GY, and we are going to get this redness right here. We're just going to get this right here, get those broken capillaries getting into that crease there. I'm red right up here. I really did a number dermaplaning the other day. We're just taking care of that red. Look at that. And it doesn't add texture. I love that. I kind of want to just tap this and go and just sweep right here over some redness. Let's do that. That feels right. Okay. Now we're going to go into the spot brush again. And I have this like nice and muddy color, so I'm going to go into R1, just R1. Tiniest bit. And we're going to go over this guy right here. There's a dark piece here. We're going to tap that out on the darkest point. Then I'm going to go into OR1. And we're going to go around it. And that's going to help. One spot is never just one color. It never is. So we're going to stick with, I'm going to stick with, what do I want to do? OR1. It's so hard. And we're just going to get some of these spots that are very light, but are darker and a distraction. Distract, distract, distract. We're going to take this, they're just little dashes, and then you just tap them out like that. I have a broken capillary. I'm getting GY. And we're going to get that broken capillary area right here. We're going to tap it out. Okay, this guy. This guy needs a little bit of help. I've got a red spot, so I'm going into GY. And I'm going to get the red spot that's right here, and here, here, here. Just those spots, and then I'm going to tap it out. And this neutralizes the red spots, like that. Then I'm going to go into R1. And we're going to go to the deepest points of this spot. It's a big spot, but it's not one color. So I'm just going to the deeper points of that spot and tapping it out. Then I'm going to go into OR1. And we're going to go to the lighter points of it, which is for some reason the middle. We just tap this in directly on those spots. And then it's gone. And then it's gone. Tap that out. I'm gonna go in, I am gonna apply to the big end here on the spot brush. And I am just gonna sweep this on my redness around my brows and down my nose. Again, I really, really went too far on my dermaplane. Oh, I got a red spot. So we're gonna grab a little bit of that GY on this little guy right there. We're just gonna tap her out. This guy, tap her out. Now, my colors have been muted. I do have a raised spot. So you're seeing texture, you're not seeing color. You can't make texture just go away. Gosh, this one's hard. Going into OR1, and we're going up here. I'm telling you, active acne is hard. Active acne is hard. Right here. It's hard when you have a lot of distractions. It is. And I feel like I have a lot, but we also nitpick ourselves, and we shouldn't, but we do. That's just what it is. So I'm taking GY and I'm just kind of buffing it into my chin where I get red. But that's pretty for a first time play, I'm gonna grab GY. I was wrong. I'm gonna grab GY because I feel very red right here. And I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna sweep this over that redness. Now, because this is my problematic area, I don't wanna add blush. Some people like to do this and then they add blush. This is, again, mixing your 3D with your Demi, and I'm not gonna do that. But you can take, oh, I know I had it somewhere. I don't know, I might have lost the palette. I had a palette with Demi colors that were being discontinued that are beautiful lip colors. So if you see those and you think that would be a pretty lip color, grab it because it's discontinued. But this is my Demi, okay? This is actually very good. All my discoloration is muted down, covered, and I'm essentially makeup free. That's good stuff. So if you wanna try Demi, it is that easy. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing with Demi, and I would say this is darn good for somebody who's really focused on my face 2 times. And this is number 2. I played with it once and I said, forget about it. But then one of you guys challenged me to try it. And here I am trying it. And I actually really like it. I'm not a makeup free girl. Let's be clear on that. So I'm not gonna go about my day like this. This is just, I like makeup. But not everybody's like me, and that's okay. But 15 minutes of me, I talk a lot, but this is roughly about 15 minutes of me hunkering down and just really getting, nobody looks at somebody's face like this. And so I want you to think about that. So while you'll look at your face like this, you'll be able to see things other people won't. And you're probably, I pick myself to bits. I can just tear myself apart. And I think a lot of people are like that. This is a really great option if you're not a makeup girl, but you have certain things you want to get rid of. So think about that. This is the second time I've tried this on my face, and I wanted to share it with you so that you could see what it's like to really get in and get into it. So that's it. That's Demi. This is Demi at a glance. This is not an in-depth, I know my about Demi. This is my, I just tried Demi for the second time. That's it. Okay, have a great day.